So so you're saying people are not using AI well they're using it all wrong. What are they doing wrong with it?
And welcome back to Sleepless, a podcast about the creative process. As always, we have myself, Tom, and Robin.
Hello.
And this week we are lucky to be joined by Jasmine.
Hi, guys.
A journalist and podcast producer. Is that fair to say?
It's pretty accurate, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess let's start from the beginning. How did you get into journalism first? Because that was first, right? Journalism.
Yeah, I always liked writing and reading. I was a big nerd. I would write poems and I would read like fantasy books. And then as I got older in school, I still enjoyed writing, but English literature felt so detached. I had just moved to Toronto in university, and I was reading these essays and books by super old dead people, and I was like, I'm in a really cool city. There's so much happening right now, and I'm reading about such, I don't know, irrelevant things. And so that was a natural lead into journalism. I was like, I can report on the neighborhood and what's going on. And I was raised in like a pretty politically forward, like you should vote, you should know what's going on in the world. And so journalism just naturally went there. And I took one elective in my journalism program. I did my master's at what was then called Ryerson. It's TMU now. But it was a one elective during the pandemic had just started. So school had just gone virtual, and the podcasting class just kind of changed my trajectory.
Wow.
180. It was taught by who is now my boss, and I would say like colleague and mentor, Amanda Capito. And it was a click right away.
So what were some of the things that stood out then in that course then?
I mean, definitely it was impacted by the way that all the classes were changed because of COVID. Things had gone such a different route in how I had envisioned my schooling. I wanted to be like in the studio, working with the tools, and all of a sudden I was stuck at home on my couch. And Amanda's class was different. She sent a mic to everyone got a mic at their house.
Okay.
So we got to still sort of flex those muscles a bit and learn how to use the tech, and that just stood out. I was really looking forward to that class every time, and it got me thinking like there's got to be different forms of storytelling here that you can still do through a screen with people who aren't in the same room as you. And the potential was crazy. I did a podcast episode about Parkdale, where I live now, and I brought my mic, and I got on the streetcar and recorded them announcing the stop, and recorded the pigeons, and recorded the ramblings of the people on the corner. And it was just such a fun new way of storytelling and of journalism. So
yeah, one of my favorite podcasts is Radiolab. Do you ever listen to
Yeah.
Radiolab? And they do like such good like when they're trying to explain a topic, like as you said, they get like cool sounds, and it's very immersive into the topic.
yeah, podcasts don't do that enough, I don't think.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
I think maybe we should write that down.
Get
some more sound effects. Just
Yeah.
randomly dotted out of podcast.
Yeah, sometimes I even ask guests, I'm like, is there any sounds, or do you just have audio that you think could help me tell this story? And sometimes they do. A guy today had a whole Google Drive of sound effects and original music that he had used for this video game. And he was like, yeah, use it all. And I was like,
Wow.
that's cool. So, yeah.
So then are you in your current kind of role like editing podcasts as well and using it? Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of everything, a little bit of everything. So I also freelance and just produce on the side as an indie producer. So it's end to end. I'll help with the development of the episodes and the outlines, and I'll be the one reaching out to the guests, or even just researching who should be the guest. I'll interview the guests. I'll write the script for the host. I'll guide the host through the recording session. I'll edit. I'll
everything.
Prep.
Everything.
Yeah, it's really end to end.
And are you doing video elements as well, or is it mostly just all
Mostly it's audio.
Yeah.
But I do dabble in video, and I learned how to do video after school. I kind of didn't want to, but I had just gotten hired as a podcast producer, and the company at the time was really kind of pushing me to do. They're like, you just have to learn video, and I'm so grateful that they pushed me to. I was kind of went in kicking and screaming, but it's a skill I think every producer should have for sure.
You should see the old before and afters. We thought audio podcasting was the way to go, and then we realized very quickly that.
Look at us in here.
I know.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
This was the next
Did you ever see
evolution.
our original podcast studio?
No, I don't think
Okay,
so.
Good. Good thing we didn't see it.
Well, I'm gonna look- how
We'll
does it
show you. We'll
compare?
show you.
Yeah,
It's
we
kind
should
of
do it
like
before and
we
after.
thought it looked like kind of at the time because we had like maybe been messing around with cork because like we had to do like we used cork to do some sound like proofing.
and damping.
Okay.
But and then we're like, oh, it looks kind of cool. But in
Yeah.
hindsight, it made it look like and we were using webcams because we quickly realized that people wanted. So it was like these really grainy webcams in
Yeah.
this like cork room. It kind of looked like you were. I couldn't even describe like in a basement somewhere.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like someone's back shed or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we.
But luckily, we left this room empty, like it just in case or storage at first, and then we were like,
Okay.
we should turn it into a bigger.
Yeah,
So-
we always said like it's a big enough room that how about we just let's see what happens in terms of demand and what people want, and we'll go with it there.
Yeah,
Right.
So we ended up with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to have this in the back pocket.
Yeah,
Nice
yeah.
big
Yeah.
room here.
Yeah,
Nice.
for sure.
Not everyone has that space.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah.
So you never kept up with the part. You didn't keep like a Parkdale documentary going.
Oh, what? Apart? No.
That was just a one time.
One
thing.
Yeah,
time.
no, that was a one thing for the project, but I do think I love the idea of a sort of hyper local podcast. I do love local news as well. Like I'm in all the Facebook groups in my neighborhood. They're really fun. Like I
Yeah.
bring the gossip all the time. I hear everything. If I hear something like a loud bang, I literally can go on the Facebook group and someone is already
Wow.
writing about it, and like I can figure out who it is. But so I do think that there's something really special about like getting really involved in your 10 block radius where you live, especially in a city like Toronto. So yeah, I think that I could maybe get
We
that
met
going.
a Kitchener Waterloo expert yesterday.
Expert
In
cool.
everything Kitchener Waterloo.
Yeah. I like
Ben
that.
Stagger.
That's
He-
cool.
he was
And Canardian kind of does that as well. Like each episode sort of gets sort of on the inside scoop of like little towns in Canada.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No,
Yeah.
this guy was only Kitchener Waterloo.
Yeah.
That's it.
oh, he's
Only.
a Kitchener Waterloo.
Yeah, he was
So
on
I've known-
Canada's Got Talent for a song about Kitchener Waterloo.
What?
Yeah.
That's so Canada core.
Yeah.
Like you can't
Yeah.
make that up. I love it.
That's good.
I asked him what his favorite building was in Canada because he said he really liked historic buildings, and he said it was the on ramp on
401 or
the
something.
401.
Yeah.
the
Is that even a
McDonald's section.
building?
It's two
Wow.
McDonald's across from each. No, yeah, the two McDonald's across from each other. He said that's his hood.
Yeah.
That's his favorite.
Yep, that's his two favorite.
Wow.
Well, he counts it as one. His favorite area in Canada.
I like that. See,
Yeah.
I would listen. I would actually listen to that podcast.
That's what I said.
would.
I said he should. Whoever did I forgot his name again. The Vietnam documentarian. He does really good history documentaries, but he should just do one about Kitchener Waterloo.
Yeah, I think that even there's something so fun in even if it's not particularly a fascinating story to tell, like the mundane. I kind of love that. I think it's funny at the very
Yeah,
least.
the mundane's good. Or like, there's always stories going on within the mundane.
Yeah.
There's such and such. Oh, did you know about blah blah blah? you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
There's the inside scoop,
There
like the
is.
characters. And Parkdale, I don't know if you guys have been in Parkdale, but there are some characters in the neighborhood for sure. It's
Yeah,
an
I used to
interesting.
live around there when I first moved here.
Okay.
Sort of like Lansdowne
Oh yeah.
area, just off Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, just off Queen. Yeah. So, yeah, I like Parkdale's got character, though.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I like living in the city. I'm never the craziest person on the
Right.
block, and I'm
Right.
never the problem. So
Yeah.
everyone's always paying attention to someone
But
else.
you know all the problems.
I know the problem. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's Jason. I know them by name. So yeah, there's value in that. I like that. I like local news and stories.
Well, local news is dying.
Well, that's why I think you could investigate in the podcast form, and
Mm.
people don't want to watch the news anyways. People
No.
are, yeah.
Although they did announce in this Carney's budget they're going to bump up local news because it should be more localized
Interesting.
apparently.
I think it should be. Yeah. And if anything, it's like a more lighthearted form of news as well. You hear some funny, nice stories
Yeah.
in the local news. It's not all gloom.
Have
and
you seen
doom.
that video? It's like, everyone on whoever owns whatever channel, whoever Murdoch owns, and literally they just keep separating different news channels and they all are saying the same script. It's
No,
like the craziest thing. It's like starts at like this one local news channel, then it cuts to like
yeah.
two saying the same thing, 3,
The
4,
exact
5, 6,
same.
7. And it's just like 50 people all saying the exact same thing on the news.
Jeez, that's mad.
Yeah.
It's lame.
That is, yeah. That's what
Yeah.
happens when, I suppose, everyone corporate owns all the local news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are some interesting trends or things you're seeing in the podcasting world at the minute then?
Well, I mean, AI is a big one,
AI,
obviously,
yeah.
but just using it, I think that people are kind of using it a little bit the wrong way. I've just been using it to make the regular tasks that I did before happen faster, so that I have more time to get more creative with stuff. Yeah, I would like to think also like a narrative. It's going more towards narrative trend. I think just a general like chat cast, as much as this is one. So sorry, but
No,
there's,
it's okay.
but I think there's so many of those, and there's as we were talking about, there's so many ways to tell a story when you have audio, and if it's as simple as like getting some sound of your own and walking around the block to do so, then I think I am seeing a little bit of a
Have you
trend
worked
towards
on
that.
many audiobooks or anything?
I would like to.
Okay.
No, but I haven't. I've done some sound design for podcasts though, and I love that. I used to think that was just part of what people expected when I produced podcasts for them. I would just do that for free. I would sound design their episodes just because I thought it would make them better.
And when you're sound designing, what would that look like? What would you be doing in that sound designing?
So you would really want the guest to tell you a story really specifically, but you would
Okay.
want them to get really detailed in where they're going and what they're feeling and smelling and hearing and saying and how they felt and what's happening around them. And you really get them to like bring you in. And then you can have royalty-free sounds that you find online, or you create them yourself, which, kudos to you if you go that route. But it's really easy to find royalty-free sounds and make that story real.
Right.
And even if it's just like a minute or two of that soundscape, it's really, really wild sometimes, the transformation of how it conveys that message or tells that story. And then the guest is like, oh my God, you brought my story to life. They usually feel pretty floored when they hear that. So that's one of my favorite parts of
You're
of
giving me
producing.
ideas for doing like a podcast tour of Sleepless.
Yeah.
And like
That would
just
be
do-
so
an
cool.
an audio
like an
podcast?
audio thing, and you add the soundscaping to it.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be cool.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Like audio for like no video, just cool audio.
Yeah.
For like a week, you could just have the whole studio mic'd up.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
you just tell people like we're micing the studio. You could edit it. They'll be editing. You
Yeah.
can pick and choose what audio is included in there, but it'd be real.
You'd be a fly in the wall.
It'd be the sound of the bubblies open in the fridge opening and
yeah,
closing.
the conversations
the coffee.
that happen, the music that's being
Yeah.
played.
Yeah,
And
Red
the
Bull's
sound-
being slurped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when DJ's practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be cool.
That could be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, put
Give
that
me
in the back
ideas.
pocket.
You could turn that into like your sonic branding. Like the intro to your podcast could be the sounds of Sleepless.
Because we
Sounds
do
of
need a new opening.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
There we go.
There we
Well,
go. These
note that down.
podcasts. Yeah.
We could do this all day. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Because our I feel like our opening of our podcast at the moment is very like, I feel like it's Top Gear-esque. Do you know, it's
Could you like sing it for me now?
bum 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 bum
yeah.
ba-na-na-na-na-na,
Yeah.
na na.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's
Would
good.
ya?
Where'd you source it? It's just like a song that you liked.
I think it was a royalty-free thing again.
Nice.
Yeah. On
Or
some
you're doing
marketplace.
the sessions. Maybe you could get one of your session
That's very
groups
true.
We
to
could actually.
improvise
That's very
a
true.
little Sleepless
that's very true.
song.
Sleepless sessions.
It's
Yeah,
the
no, that's great.
sleepless song.
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually.
I always, I also wanted to do this thing, but I mean, you always put things in the long finger where like you get a lot of people to say Sleepless Studios. So kind of like that Radio Lab.
That's
you
Radio
have that,
Lab.
like, echo.
Super. Yeah. I did that. I kind of copied that actually for, and they've since taken it away, but it was Medcan. They're like a private healthcare company, and they had a podcast for a while. I was kind of allowed to do whatever I wanted in terms of health and wellness. And I did episodes on like psychedelics and
Nice.
cold water dips and Finland's happiness stats and things like that. They kind of slashed it a little bit. Their marketing team got to it, but I did totally copy Radiolab. And I went around to their whole floor of people working, and I was like, can you just say the slogan of, it was Eat Move Think. So I was like, can you say the slogan? and they would all do it. And I turned it into a little opening, and it was really cool. It wasn't so hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to do, you know what, so many things. But I do like, I'm really down on this audio idea of like tour of Sleepless.
Yeah, audio tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I would think definitely get into that.
Yeah.
So you're saying people are not using AI well they're using it all wrong. What are they doing wrong with it?
Well, they're having the creative side be done by AI. Like they're using prompts to have episodes being created, whereas that should be where you spend your time is on the development of an episode, or on the story, on the actual words that your host is going to be saying, or
Right.
I think it could be really easy to just say, I want an episode about this for this person or this audience, go. And I've tested it to see what it comes up with, but it becomes clear really, really fast. And also, I mean, when you're making podcasts for important missions and groups and organizations, like that's the last thing I want to do. I think sometimes the podcasts I work on are not just like company podcasts. They're actually really meaningful. One I do is for the BC Women's Hospital, and it's all about stillbirth and reproductive loss. And the hosts are two women who went through that. And that feels to me like I would never disrespect that mission or like what they're trying to do by plugging something like that into AI or you know, making my life easier by skipping some steps or
That's a heavy podcast.
Oof, it's so heavy. Yeah.
And do that every week?
No, they do short little seasons,
Okay.
and it's heavy for everyone involved. It's hard for the guests, for the hosts, for the producers, but the feedback that we get is so amazing. Like I thought I heard and read nice reviews before, but hearing people who were like, I heard for the first time someone I could relate to in this journey, or I feel like I can't talk to people about this. You can't really go up to groups of people and talk about how you had a stillbirth. Yeah, so that felt like a really important one.
And it kind of not normalizes, but like puts out there something that people probably bottle up as well and be like, oh, this is actually a very normal feeling that I'm having and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's maybe a nicer way to engage with it. Like we try not to make it so heavy after the edit. Like it's actually there's some practitioner advice in there too.
Okay.
So it's not just like a super sad story. It's a relatable story. There's some levity too. Like wherever we can, we find moments of humor, and it's nice. I think it's one of the only resources like that.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
My cousin was talking about it. So they do at home like elderly care. So their thing is like to try and like not have older people go into care homes as much as possible. And then he wanted to do a podcast with the business where he talks to older people about their lives and stuff. Never followed through, but I thought it was a good one.
That would be
lots
of stories to tell.
Yeah. But like honestly, like if you were to go in with a good mic into an old folks home and just like have chats with people, I would say that would also be a really good.
Yeah, like the hot takes. But in a home like that would be great.
Yeah. What I talk to my granny about is, and what blows my mind is the 100 year. Well, she's not quite 100, but even like that 85 years that she grew up in, it's like the end of World War II to now.
Yeah.
Like iPads was something like that were talked about like in the late 80s as a Star Trek thing. Not that it's like it is crazy,
it
like
is crazy.
advancement, how quickly that's gotten.
How fast it's gone.
And it's only going to get faster.
Yeah. Yeah, I have my great aunt DMing me on Instagram.
Yeah.
She's in her 80s and I'm like, why did you make the move to Instagram? Like you were doing Facebook Messenger so well.
Yeah.
It's a sign Instagram's going down.
Yeah.
And then she can't, well, I've been posting on Instagrams for like too long. And some of those posts, I'm like, you don't need to go back and see what I posted for my 21st birthday, like for my trip down south there. You don't need to pull all those. And she's commenting on them. She's commenting on the staff, my work Instagram posts as well. Like,
yeah, I think I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was like a Sleepless Podcast or something. And my granny's like, missed your call today.
Oh my God. Yeah. You're like, delete. Thank you. It's sweet. But
It is sweet, yeah.
Time and place.
bless their hearts.
Yeah,
They're
bless
sweet.
their hearts. No, she's pretty tech savvy, my granny. I have to say, she's got
Wow.
an iPad Pro 2 or whatever. She's just as bad as me on her iPad when she gets into it. She's like at the kitchen table. She's like, oh my God, what time is it? It's like 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
All that time scrolling.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah.
My goodness. I don't know how.
What
we can't keep up. So
What's your ideal, like if you were to win the lottery, I presume you would want to do something what you're doing now, or would you? Like, would you want to create your own?
yeah.
What would be your ideal?
I think I would like to. I mean, regardless of whether I win the lottery, I will likely start my own sort of podcast. It's hard to do that when you work on podcasts all day. But if I won the lottery, what would I do my podcast about? It would definitely have some element of travel in it, selfishly, just so that I could use that to travel. It could also, I think, have something to do with music or like live music performances or the buzz around that. I've always felt very drawn to like concerts and the rush of even like waiting in line for the concert or the buzz around when you're in the front row and like waiting to see. That used to be a big part of my life growing up. And so going back into that, I feel would be really fun. Like a nostalgic trip back to the
Concerts and
the
Favorite concert of all
oh
time?
my God, I don't know. So I had this is such a funny and embarrassing story, but when I was a teenager, I was really into Adam Lambert. Do you guys know who that is?
Yeah. Yeah, he toured with Queen and stuff.
Yeah. He's like the Queen front runner now.
Yeah,
He's done pretty well for himself. But he was on American Idol.
Right.
And he didn't even win. And he was like super gay, very flamboyant, and that was very dramatic at the time. It was like 2009, I think. And I think there's a whole conspiracy. Like the reason why he didn't win is because he was pretty openly gay. But then he went on tour after he didn't win, and he got more gay. He got so gay. His first tour was so flamboyant and flaming, and his fans were like the women who had come over from American Idol. So they were like moms and gay young guys and like me. So I was 15 and I had like a wall dedicated to Adam Lambert, and I was in his fan club, and I knew every song, every word to every song. And there were contests that would come up, like Much Music would have contests. But I grew up in Quebec, and you can't enter contests in Quebec. There's weird fine print rules, and almost every Canadian or American contest, even if they're open to Canadians, they're usually not open to people in Quebec. So I would enter anyways, and they would eliminate me because I was in Quebec. And then Musique Plus, which is the Quebec version of Much Music, did a contest for getting to meet Adam Lambert. And I was like, I'm winning this. This is my time. This is absolutely my time. And I was in high school, and it was like a vote-based contest. So I was like, perfect. I made the cringiest music video. It was like to his song,
still alive?
but it was Why It's Somewhere. And it's so embarrassing. It's like to his song, but it's me singing why I should meet him. And for the weeks, I don't know, maybe a month while the contest was open, I was so annoying about like entering any space I could and being so obnoxiously like, everyone vote for me on this contest. I need this to happen. The teachers were in on it. They would let me go interrupt computer classes, and they would let me tell full classes of students in high school to stop what you're doing and log onto Facebook and vote for me. I would carry my phone in my pocket because everyone knew that it could be a call at any second.
Right.
So the teachers were like, yeah, you can. It was like a weird, everyone was on board. And I won the contest. I think I cheated. I think we cheated. It was a like-based contest. Like
Okay.
everyone has to like it, but you can only like something once.
Right.
But then I noticed that the tally would also go up when you would like repost the link, and they
Oh.
just hadn't said that in the contest. They just said people have to like the post. So I had my whole family like reposting it over and over and over and
Wow.
over again, and I won by like thousands of votes. It was a bit sus maybe, but I won. That was the best.
And how was your experience?
Yeah.
I don't even remember it. I think I blacked out. I was so excited. And I looked crazy because he had this new album that came out and the colors were like black and yellow. And I had a full getup of like black and yellow. And he had crazy makeup. He would put like rhinestones all over. So I would do that. I would do the whole look. It was an experience for sure. It's one of my profile pictures. Is I'm like sobbing in the photo. I look so crazy, but that was a quintessential moment. So I think full circle, getting Adam Lambert on my podcast
Would be huge.
would be huge.
Would be
I would have to
huge.
be sedated though. I don't know. I think I would revert back into like full fangirl mode, and I would probably like freak out. But yeah,
Yeah. And then you probably, back to the lottery thing, you would probably get into you're more into your baking stuff, right?
Oh my god,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I would open a bakery.
Yeah.
Why would you call the bakery same as you're calling your?
Well, the current name is Butter Together, which is a pun. I love a good pun. Who
Yeah.
doesn't love a
Mhm.
pun?
Who doesn't love a good
We
pun?
can bake pun buns at our bakery. Even we
Ooh.
could. Maybe
That'd
I
be
don't know. I
good.
just came up with that.
Yeah.
But
And you could do like the sounds of the bakery podcast.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
see, baking and podcasting. I thought that could be something, but it seems so visual. I would need to have it. It would need to be a video podcast.
I don't know though. Like
No?
the soundscaping could
yeah,
be very
if you get the
good.
sounds right, I
Mixing.
feel like
Okay,
you
let's
could almost
brainstorm this.
You could almost smell it through the sound. You know when they say
Ah.
like something triggers like another scent or whatever?
Oh,
If you
wow.
get your verbs right, and then like you get the sound of the mixer going, and then
Yeah.
you get like the sound of like a knife coming out
Yeah.
or going into the oven,
Yeah.
timer.
See, and then I could see how we could turn this. We could monetize this. We could do each episode would be like a recipe, and if you really want the recipe,
Paywall.
you have to buy it.
Yeah.
And then you could also do like side mini series of interviews in your thing,
In the
and that could be
kitchen.
Yeah,
that could be the
in the
video
kitchen.
side.
That's fun.
That is fun.
I love to make people's like birthday cakes for them. So that could be a fun little series.
Oh, yeah?
It's like you come over, I'm making your birthday cake.
Yeah, but based on the interview.
Oh yeah. But also based on their birthday cake of choice.
Oh yeah, of
Mm.
course.
What would be your birthday cake of choice?
Oh, I do like a banoffee.
Whoa. Cool.
An
I've
ice
never
cream
made one of
cake.
those.
Mm.
Ice
But no-
cream cake. Those
Black
are
Forest.
I'm not a
wild.
huge. I'm not a. Oh, you're Black
I
Forest.
like Black Forest.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
The chocolate, the cream, and the berries and
Yeah, yeah. Black
Pavlova?
Forest is good.
stuff.
Pavlova.
is
Is that
good.
it? Oh, okay.
Is that a
You're,
cake? Does that count as a cake?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
There's layers.
yeah,
It's baked.
It's probably borderline.
it's borderline.
It's borderline.
cake.
It's celiac. It's celiac friendly. Though.
It's- Is it?
I'm not like.
Yeah, it's mostly eggs, isn't it?
It's mainly eggs.
Eggs
Yeah,
and
it's
sugar,
eggs
right?
and some fruit
Yeah.
and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
some yeah.
Yeah, not that I'm a celiac. It just came to mind.
If anyone at the party is celiac, they can have your cake.
What's your birthday cake of choice?
I don't know. It's very hard.
What?
It's very hard. I think
Okay.
a cheesecake maybe.
Cheesecake. Okay,
like
that's
a
good.
classic
Baked
cheesecake.
or non-baked?
Baked.
Baked.
I made a mango swirl cheesecake the other day when I was just had some extra mango pulp kicking around, you know.
As you do.
As you do.
I live in
Yeah.
an ingredient house. We always have just baked. Like if you get a hankering for something sweet and you're in my house, then I'm just gonna make brownies.
That'd be so dangerous for me.
Yeah.
It is very dangerous. But hey, it's not the worst thing you could have.
It's up there.
I'm just like sit tight for 45 minutes. I'll be right back, and then I come back with fresh brownies. What do you
Wow.
mean? It's
wow.
great.
I'd eat
It's
all
a
those
win-win.
brownies.
And you're making cookies at the
Mhm.
minute, right? Isn't it?
Yeah. Currently, the main gig is just the classic chocolate chip cookie.
Chocolate chip.
A few variations as well. We did a cheese curd cookie variation.
Ooh.
Cheese curds. Oh.
Yeah, because of my
Interesting.
roots.
Right.
I did bring back a nice fresh bag of cheese curds last time I was in Montreal. So I just thought that would be a fun cookie edition with a maple syrup glaze.
Mm. Somebody once told me with the cheese curds, the squeakier the better.
Absolutely.
Would you agree with
How,
that?
Absolutely.
How do you associate the squeak of a cheese?
When you
You-
chew it, you can
Have you
squeaks.
eaten a cheese curd?
I have, but it's like
It squeaks.
Yeah,
A
if you get-
real
there are
curd,
ones
a
that,
real
like,
curd
Wow.
squeaks.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, in a poutine, it's like essential to have the cheese curd consistency.
So it's a
Yeah.
poutine.
Yeah.
Poutine.
Poutine. Okay, I'll
It's
get
like
that right from now
imagine
on.
there's an S right after the T.
Poutine.
Poutine.
Wait, there's an S?
With the French, there isn't, but if, in a French.
I know there's not, but I didn't...
Yeah, you're telling that to two dyslexics here.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so don't trip them up.
yeah. Stop putting S's in all my poutines.
Poutine. That means something else. No, poutine. They're great.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we didn't hear about what your birthday cake.
Oh,
Well, you did say Black
no.
Forest.
Yeah,
Black
I
You
would
Forest.
probably
did.
do, Black Forest cake, or maybe some sort of, what they call it, Swiss roll sort of thing.
Oh, those
Oh,
are
Swiss
good.
Yeah,
roll.
yeah.
Swiss roll
I
is
like
good.
that as
Yeah.
well. Or do you remember back home they used to have those
Caterpillar cakes.
caterpillar cakes? Yeah, yeah. Have you ever seen these?
No,
Oh, okay, it's basically like it is like a
it's like a
Swiss roll, but then they would get this like chocolate that was literally a caterpillar face, put it on one end, and then we make these like little caterpillar feet
Oh,
and put it on. So it's really cute.
That's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There was
That would be
also-
like a classic go-to birthday cake when you were like
Okay.
6 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So next time we have a sleepless event, that's what I'll make.
sounds
Okay.
great.
A
Yeah, we
caterpillar
have to
cake.
do. I feel like we're overdue a big sleepless event of some sort.
Yeah, yeah. And we'll bring all the caterpillar cakes.
And get some sleepless socials going.
Yeah.
Get everyone to say Sleepless Studios on the mic.
yeah.
You're gonna get all these ideas done in one evening.
That's what we tend to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're very like, okay, we have this idea. Let's try and get 5 things done at once.
Yeah. That's the only way to do it.
Oh yeah, this is what it looks like here. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah. I can.
Yeah.
Easy. Easy
Slightly
to
creepy, but very tasty.
do. We'll make him
Yeah.
look a bit more tired because he's sleepless.
Yeah, exactly.
Or super alert.
yeah.
Oh, so buzzed.
You could put a Red Bull in one of his paws or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Red Bull caterpillar cake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy.
But
All right.
yeah, so what else? So then how long have you been doing the like selling the cookies and all that, setting up the business?
I started selling them during COVID.
Okay.
Just purely out of boredom and lack of funds. And I think everyone kind of did a little side hustle or two. I was doing a lot of trading of my cookies with other things that other people
Ooh,
were.
bartering like that.
Yeah, this one friend of mine was making like batched cocktails. So she was like, I'll trade you 2 big batched margarita cocktails for 12 cookies.
Oh, that's pretty
I
good.
feel
I
like you
was
got
like-
the better end of the deal there.
Yeah, and they were really strong. And when you're not doing anything, you're not going, I'm baking, I'm drunk. You're
That's
like
what
margarita.
COVID was. There was a lot of drinking for me in COVID.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of sitting in front of a computer and
Yeah.
Yeah.
beers.
Playing
yeah.
like an online game and
Yeah.
then you sign
Yeah.
off and then you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
just
like,
got
oh,
drunk
what am I
alone?
doing tomorrow? Same again.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird times. But yeah, that's when it started. I would just sell them and I would just pitch for people to just give cookies as your Christmas gifts to everyone. And just
Yeah.
who doesn't want cookies? You can even order different kinds for different people and it's a homemade. You can say you made them. I won't rat you out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I kind of slowed down selling cookies just with getting busy with other
Projects.
things. But I did pick it back up this fall. I did
Okay.
get some people always do.
Is it like
them.
word of mouth or do you have a website?
We have an Instagram currently. It's pretty low key. So yeah,
What's
if you
the
know, you
Instagram?
know.
it's Butter Together.
Oh,
Co.
sorry,
Together.
you said that.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Butter Together
irrelevant.
Co. Like company because we're
Okay.
so legit.
Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, we're starting slow. It's if you
Parkdale
know, you know.
staple.
And how
Parkdale
do you
Station.
deliver them? Or do you get them
We
posted?
can deliver them. We don't post them yet.
Okay.
It would be an interesting strategy to feel like how could you pack like if you wanted to get them in Vancouver,
Yeah.
sending
Ooh.
them to you.
That'd
I
be
don't know
very
if they
different.
would
You'd have
be-
to FedEx them.
There's
and
some
I think
food
the cost
safety
would
thing
come-
there probably as well. I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't want you to get them and them to be all
Be
crumbled
stale.
or stale.
Yeah.
Mm.
If I get an order, I'm baking
Mail
them,
order cookies. You just get one cookie in the post.
Yeah.
and it's super sealed. It's like
Yeah.
that could be you buy one.
Could be
cookie.
good.
It's
It could be
pretty
like a
pricey.
Valentine's Day thing.
Oh, like a cookie gram.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Instead of
Jeez,
sending
we're coming up
flowers.
with lots of ideas.
Yeah,
Good thing this is recorded.
Well,
We
yeah.
can look back and like write it
We
down.
could turn back and be like, how many ideas did we come up with in that
Jeez,
episode?
that actually is a podcast idea right there.
It's
How
a
many ideas
drinking
can
game,
you come
though.
up? It is a drinking game?
No, but you should make it one. That's another idea.
We should have a tally, please. Whoever is editing the podcast, have a tally down at the
running
bottom.
score.
Don't drink after you edit.
So under or over 20 ideas at the end of this podcast.
Wait, well,
20 is a big number.
as of now, I think that we're like halfway there.
You think so? 10? Maybe.
Maybe we'll keep going.
I'll go under.
Editor, please keep tally. I'm going over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just come up with more.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Oh no, it'll come naturally, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I guess so. Back to the podcasting a little bit.
Yeah.
So I guess now that you work like full time in the podcasting world, is there still do you still enjoy listening?
Yeah, I definitely do still enjoy listening, but I listen
different.
with a different ear, and it's hard for me to turn that off, because if I hear a good podcast, then I'm listening and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is good because of this and that and this, and I'm thinking, and then my brain is already moving to, how can I replicate this? How can I like be inspired by this and use this, or get ideas from this? And if it's bad, then I'm just like, oh my god, they could have done this. Why didn't they do that?
Or the sound quality is terrible.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, I can't really do it.
Yeah.
Can't really do it.
Right.
So I do listen to a lot. I think I listen to more music than podcasts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I use music as a tool to like get my head out of like get in a better mood, get into the work zone, get into a study zone. I've done that since I was like, I remember in high school, I would have a specific playlist that I would put on to study, because you just get
Classical music or no?
It was like movie scores.
Oh, that's
but
a good
classical, but movie
Yeah,
scores.
yeah.
There's a really good, huge playlist on Spotify now that sometimes I'll put on. But
What's your top movie score?
Oh, good question.
I don't know. For studying, it's hard. I would just want really slow stuff. But John Williams is like my
Gladiator
he's
was
so
good.
good.
Yeah. Really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. John Williams.
John Williams. Hans Zimmer is also very good.
Hans Zimmer is incredible. Zimmer is incredible as well. Yeah.
Although he's not a conductor. Phil Collins. Those old Disney movies.
Phil Collins. You can't beat Phil Collins.
Your man from, what's his name, from 9 Inch Nails. It's not really classical style scoring, but
I didn't know that.
he did the music, obviously the new Tron movie,
Oh yeah.
and that tennis movie with
Oh, the steamy one.
yeah,
Yeah.
the steamy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was part of
It's
doing the
Zendaya.
score for that as
Yeah.
well. Zendaya. Can't remember his name, but he's the lead singer in 9 Inch Nails anyway. Very
Yeah.
talented, really good. That's it. Yeah.
Oh,
Trent
Trent
Reznor.
Reznor. Yeah. And they really marketed, like, I remember the Tron movie was like featuring the music of 9 Inch Nails. Like, it was very.
Yeah, well, I think they won an Oscar for that tennis movie. No, didn't they win best
Oh,
score?
I don't know.
Oh, did they?
I think they
Okay,
did.
maybe.
They
I
definitely
haven't
won some
actually
awards.
seen that movie.
It's good.
Yeah?
It is very steamy.
It
like
is
you
steamy.
said.
It's very steamy. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
It's very kind of love triangle.
Yeah. I'm down for that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It is good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Um,
Really puts the spotlight into tennis as well.
Well,
Yeah.
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 Tennis, I think, is popular. People love tennis.
Yeah, people do love tennis.
It is
I
very-
always say, I don't know why Canada is not. I know everyone says it's because of the weather, but I don't think that's necessarily true either. But like, Canada should be way better at tennis than they are in the world standings.
I don't quite know where we're placed.
Yeah, I feel like tennis is an interesting one because I know there still is a bit of like a barrier
To entry.
to entry, I
Yeah.
guess.
For
But
sure.
like, there's so many public courts.
Yeah,
here.
they
More
have public
those so
courts.
than other. Like, if you go to
Yeah.
Ireland, there's like effectively zero,
Yeah.
there are a lot of tennis courts around
Yeah.
the city that like anyone can use.
and it's always busy.
Yeah, they are always busy.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of pickleball now.
Oh, pickleball, yeah, and paddle.
And paddle, yeah.
Love some paddle.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess the argument would be then the racket is expensive,
Well, it doesn't have to be.
right?
You can
That's
buy a
all.
racket in Canadian Tire for $20. I'll take the sponsorship, Canadian Tire. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so then also that's another question I have for you. Do you also get the sponsors for said podcast when you're producing it, or no? That's a separate part of the whole.
That's a separate part.
Okay.
In my current capacity, I don't do that. I have tried or worked. It's like, I mean, I'm sure as you guys know, there's not a super set infrastructure for that like pathway to get sponsorships or just to get paid for doing your podcast is obviously hard to do. But When I was doing my first role, it was at a small agency in Toronto. They're called Ghost Bureau, which had a good
Good
name.
name. That's a great
It was a
name.
good name, and they make some really great stuff. They're a small team, and they do some good things. And they would try to do like find sponsorships for any of their clients. And they had one podcast with this one women's health doctor, and she didn't really have any following on. She didn't have social media. She just had her own personal stuff, but she was a big deal in her medical capacity, and she was leading the program at MedCan, and she wanted her own podcast. And she mentioned in passing that she had used Estee Lauder makeup on her wedding day and used Estee Lauder all the time. And I think one of the founders of the company had a contact for sure at Estee Lauder, but reached out and just opened a dialogue just to see like, hey, but we had no data to share, no reference at all to guarantee like this is how many downloads you're going to get, nothing. And they still ended up, it was lots of negotiations, but they ended up doing a season 1 sponsorship for $60,000. And they were the main sponsor. And part of that was they got their branding on all of our like content stuff. She would mention Estee Lauder. We gave them one episode where they had Estee Lauder's head dermatologist do that episode, but it was still online with like the types of stuff she was talking about. She's talking about women's health and menopause and perimenopause, and Estee Lauder's like main product push is for women in menopause and perimenopause. So it just lined up so well, and it did really well.
Okay, that'd be nice. Canadian Tire.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot. Who knows? Shoot your shot for sure. I mean, Estee Lauder is a pretty big company.
And one that's like a negative to it all, we were talking about this in the car yesterday, is how much gambling has entered money. So big. Yes. You can't like escape it. If you...
Yeah, because literally like they legalized it and then the floodgates just like opened. Yeah.
All of the ads that if I'm watching any sort of platform, like every second ad is for one of those gambling apps.
Yeah. DraftKings.
Do you guys use any of
them? Not as much, here and there sometimes.
Yeah, my propensity to lose money doesn't weigh more than me winning the money.
Yeah, no.
Like I'm like, okay, but if I lose the money, I'm like, I hate this so much that I never want to go back.
Yeah. And I'd rather like be at a casino, and if you lost the money, well, you had a night at a casino.
Yeah.
Right. Otherwise, I'm like, I could have been playing like Candy Crush on my phone, and I'm playing this other game instead. Like
it's like back home, you would have like physical bookmakers, like betting shops.
Okay. Yeah.
You could usually walk down, and they're usually tactically located right beside a pub.
Yeah, of course.
So you'd have people like they'd go in, place their bet on a horse race, go back to their pint in the pub, and watch them from there. Go back.
There were always very weird places though.
Yeah.
You would go in and like it was just you could see people there that like had been there all day.
Yeah.
And it was before. I remember going in. Maybe it was like just around the time like the smoking ban came in, but there would always be like. So like you could barely see in there because people would just be smoking.
Oh,
and they'd probably be like the size of this room.
Yeah.
When was the smoking ban?
2000 something. 2008, 2002.
Yeah, I think it was 8, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like not super
not
long
that
ago.
long ago.
You can still smoke in some places in Europe.
Yeah.
Even though the ban's still there.
Yeah.
People smoke more in Europe for sure.
Yeah, they do. Way more.
It's Although it is coming back, I think
it's coming back in vogue.
It's cool again. It is.
Everyone knows the dangers now, but they're in. Well, Zin's. I was in. Zin there the other. I was in Spain, and I was sitting down at a cafe, and I watched a guy take out a Zin, smoke a cigarette so quickly. He was like literally, he was probably done within a minute of me watching him, and then took out his vape.
Oh my god!
No way, I don't believe that.
That's crazy.
Like, how much nicotine does this guy need?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my god, he's probably buzzing.
That's the trifecta right
that
there.
Is,
yeah.
It
defeats the purpose.
Analog to digital.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the kids now are their parents vape, so kids don't want to vape.
Oh yeah,
they want cigarettes,
right?
And they don't want smartphones because their parents are on their smartphones, so they want like old school flip phones.
Oh, they're coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Like, isn't Samsung have their like
Flip phone back.
flip phone
Yeah,
and everything?
but kids want like non-smartphone phones.
Jeez,
Kids want
That's good.
kids
Like
want old
Motorola
school,
Razrs?
razors.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good. Way less addictive. Like your phone is ridiculously addictive.
yeah.
Yeah,
To be checking it.
for sure. And it's probably a nice shift for the kids to be watching their parents and be like, actually, I don't want to be like on my phone all the time. If mom and dad are doing it, it's not cool. So
Yeah, that's true.
I won't do it.
And then there's also like a shift away from like going to bars and stuff and more into like doing health related things as well.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, I even heard like, because obviously back home the pub culture is like massive. But I heard these guys talking on this podcast about how some pubs are like, because they're noticing struggling to get like younger people in or whatever, and they're trying to diversify things. And there's this one pub that opened like in their beer garden, they decked it out with saunas.
Saunas?
Yeah. It's
Oh
turning
my
into
God.
like the saunas are all
it's wellness.
in right now.
We're a wellness garden now.
Yeah,
I do love a sauna.
Come into our
though.
pub and use the sauna.
I was at a sauna called Gatherwell in Vancouver, and it's like a social sauna. So like nobody's expecting you to sit there like quietly, like
Nice.
very like engaging, and you chat to people. But my friend was working for this company. Anyway, we were chatting or whatever, and then like as it comes up, like what you do, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh, I work for this company," and this girl was like, "No way! I just wanted to apply there, or whatever." And then he just messaged me yesterday, and she like direct linked in him, and he was just like, "Wait to like get good connections at a sauna."
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I said fair play to her. I think it's a good thing. If you don't ask, you don't get.
This is it.
Yeah.
You never know who you're going to meet.
But yeah, I think like it is kind of nice that there is an alternative to go down on a Thursday night and it not be drinking related, and you don't have to wake up with a hangover, but still get the random social interaction of different people being in a good mood and chatting away.
Yeah. I think Toronto's really like drinking heavy culture. Toronto, I find like if you're going out with your friends, they're drinking.
Yeah.
I think really, really, at least from what I've seen. But I guess Ireland is the same.
Yeah, no, Ireland is a whole new level of drinking as well.
Yeah.
Like I was there in the summer, and just it'd been maybe a while since I'd been back when I went in the summer, and just like realizing, like watching people outside on a sunny day drink a pint, like you'd swear is the first pint they'd ever drank. They're just like enjoying it so much.
And they're there with their whole family. Like
it's just like
And
that
they're all
first
looking at each
sip.
other like,
It's infectious. You're like, fuck,
Yeah.
I just want that pint.
Yeah.
even right now, I'm like,
Yeah.
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 No, that's great. I have been to Ireland. The pub culture is really, really, really
Where
fun.
did you go?
Really fun. I did a road trip with my girlfriends and I, and we went. Well, we started in Dublin, and then we did a full loop. We went to Galway, and then we did the Ring
of Kerry.
the Ring of Kerry, and we just drove back. Basically, we stopped in a bunch of little towns along the way. But it was oh my god, I'm gonna butcher it was the final. It was the summer of 2023, and it was the final of the Gaelic football. Like, it was the final game, and it was
in Croke Park.
What were the two? It was Dublin against.
It's probably in the football.
Clare.
Yeah.
It's probably Dublin against like,
Kerry,
probably,
Clare,
or Mayo.
Cork, Monaghan.
Cork. I don't know. Either wherever it was, we were in one town and then drove to the next town where the game was in Dublin, and it was just a coincidence that we were there where the match was, and it was wild to be there for that. It was kind of an accident.
Yeah, well,
Tyrone.
Okay.
Yeah, those All Ireland final days are kind of like, they're not official national holidays, but it's kind of
felt like it.
Yeah, it's kind of like that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
And
it was the last. Yeah. It was the tail end of our trip, so we were like so hungover already that we were like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be a low key day, but we've already done we did the Guinness tour and the Jameson tour.
Oh yeah.
We also
Guinness
drank.
Is good.
But the night before the Guinness tour, we drank I think I drank 10 Guinnesses the night before the Guinness tour. So.
Did you notice a difference? Or
In
was
the
that your
Guinness?
first time drinking Guinness?
No.
Okay.
I do like Guinness, but it definitely tastes better there.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
I heard somebody told me this at a bar in Vancouver that a certain amount of bars in Vancouver actually have Guinness from Ireland because the Guinnesses built the Lionsgate Bridge to get to North Van.
Yeah.
And part of the deal, apparently, like they would ship a certain amount of Irish kegs from Ireland too.
Interesting. So
But
you
I don't
could
know
go
if
and
that's true
ask.
or not. Yeah. I haven't fact checked that. I was just told at a bar, so I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
You're
it's
spreading
true.
rumors.
We'll
Well,
let the
it's a
the
good
internet
rumor.
do that for us.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna call me out.
yeah.
So have you guys watched the new
Oh, the
show?
Guinness
The
house.
Yeah.
We actually know the Guinness.
Oh, you know the Guinness
Family.
Yeah, we
family.
had some that were in school with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
Uh,
cool.
Even one that was, do you remember, do you ever see the articles where they're like, the Guinness family now?
Yeah.
Yeah, one
Was
of the
one of
persons
those?
there was like a couple of years ahead of us in school.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nepo
Yeah,
baby.
So they don't. I don't think they don't. Diageo own it now.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think they might have like a teeny tiny little naming right, like kickback. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Right,
I think
tell
they've
that.
diversified over the years.
Yeah,
Good few of the kids got into like modeling and stuff. now.
yeah.
Um,
But I watched some of it. But I just, I know it's very entertaining, and a lot of people from Ireland, not from Ireland, really enjoyed it. It's
Right.
just not very, like, it's not quite accurate enough that I'm like all in.
Yeah.
I thought the story was, I thought it was good.
You liked it?
Yeah, yeah. If you take like it's not going to be 100% historically accurate, but like if you take it for what it is, I think it was pretty.
Right.
I thought it was
The-
pretty good.
Entertaining.
I thought the soundtrack
The
was very
soundtrack
good.
is really good.
It was interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, really
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
You got lots of DC Fontaines in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good. So Ireland do a universal basic income for artists. So
Oh,
Every
cool.
artist gets 1,500 a month.
Wow. That's
Uh,
great.
Yeah, and no tax.
What?
Yeah, artists don't
I'm
pay tax
moving.
in Ireland on their work.
I'll become an artist.
And but now they're seeing huge payoffs because you have like DC
Right.
Fontaines, you have like Hosier, you have Kingfisher has this song coming out that's getting really big.
Yeah.
And like even like Cillian Murphy,
Mm,
you
yeah.
have all these Irish artists that are, it's like putting it back into it's turning into like a business case of why I should support the
Yeah.
arts.
Good. We should use that.
Yeah, we should. Okay, so we're into our final segment, the hot take wheel. So basically you spin the wheel, I will read it because my handwriting is terrible, and we'll take it from there. So give it a
Okay.
good spin. It's a very, straight off
It's
the
a good
bat.
Oh
spin.
wow, yeah. Quick to the draw.
Okay. What celebrity would you least like to share an Airbnb with?
Least? Oh my
Least.
god.
Least, yeah.
An Airbnb.
Who makes your skin crawl? You find annoying?
Yeah. Oh my god, I don't know. Okay, let me think about it. Do you guys have to answer it too? Do I have to go first?
I can give some. Well,
Give me some
I can
fodder.
tell you what one. Somebody answered Miss Piggy.
Oh. Depends on who's on the other side of Miss Piggy.
No, just the character Miss Piggy.
Oh.
But they said they could only do it if they were like Airbnb adjacent. So maybe they'd have to get 2 Airbnbs for Miss Piggy. But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, okay. You know what's funny?
Amber Heard.
Oh yeah, that's true. That would be annoying. It's funny because I thought of one of my first thoughts, but then I changed my mind because I think I would actually like to share an Airbnb with her is Jennifer Coolidge, and I feel like she's the human version of Miss Piggy.
She is the human version of Miss Piggy.
She is like she is Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to get like
But
I'm gonna clip up too.
but I think it would actually be like Matt Damon.
Oh, Matt Damon.
Yeah.
So like
Shut
you
up.
don't. What don't you like about Matt Damon?
No, you know, I don't know if he's done some amazing films. Definitely, he has. I just sometimes I'm like, what's the real difference between you and all those other actors? They all kind of seem the same to me.
So before we wrap, any advice for anyone looking to get into the podcasting, producing, journalism world?
Yeah, I would say start slow. Don't. It's easy to pick up little side gigs these days. So if you
Yeah.
think you're interested in it, there's so many different websites out there that you can start. You can make an account and do a little freelance work and build it up from there.
Yeah.
And put yourself in spaces where other podcasters are. That's how I got to where I am now. And there's more and more of those spaces every day. So
Such as this
check
one.
them out, such as this one.
Exactly. Yeah. There we go.
Wow.
Okay,
Full
so
circle.
thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Jasmine.
This was
Thank
fun.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And if you liked this podcast and the space that we're in, we are located at the heart of downtown Toronto, just off Queen Street at 250 Niagara. We have DJ studios, recording, photography, band rehearsal, co-working, podcasting, and so much more. If you want to check it out, download the Sleepless app. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And as always, stay sleepless.
Peace.
Nice.